We have with us Ajit Khurana, founder of Flexical, Deepak Dhwani, crypto miner and a YouTuber. You've seen a lot of his YouTube videos explaining what mining is. He himself has a very detailed mining setup. I want to begin with you, Mr. Khurana. So we're talking about, mining, and then there's also conversation about pre-mining. If you can just give your detailed analysis of pre-mining and mining, and then we, of course, get into the other questions.
So I would do it with the help of an example that people will understand. Suppose there's a company which is coming up with an IPO, an initial public offering, which will then be traded. So this would be the equivalent of a regular mining. But before the IPO, they issue stock to some preferred people, such as their employees or their associates, etc. Before the market has been discovered, usually at favorable prices, this would be pre-mining. Bitcoin never had pre-mining, but Ethereum, which is equally respectable, had pre-mining. So what happens in pre-mining in the current scenario is that companies do something which can be called an ICO, an initial coin offering, which is similar to an IPO in equity markets. And these tokens are given away before they are available for the general investor to buy. This works beautifully in a bull market. Nobody complains. But now that we are in a bear market, we are discussing it.
But isn't it exactly same as airdrops?
So airdrops are one of the mechanisms of pre-mining. ICO is another method. IEO is another method. Airdrops, by the way, can be done later. For example, today I could do an Ethereum airdrop, which would not be pre-mining. Pre-mining is creation and distribution of tokens before they are available to others or before they can be mined. This is the definition of pre-mining. Sure.
Deepak, a lot of people now say that, it's not lucrative anymore because it exhausts a lot of electricity, and then, you have this bill in lakhs. Would you believe that, or would you agree with that because you are a miner yourself?
No, I won't agree I have seen bear markets before this also. What we do in that time is we accumulate as much as we can. At that time, 100% we have to pay that electricity bill out of our pocket. So that thing can be our investment as well, the electricity bill we pay. But at the same time, we accumulate the Ethereum or any other coin which we mine. We can sell it later when we see a bull market. So for some people, it might be hard to even pay the electricity bill in the bear market because they might be relying on that machine itself. As me, I have secondary jobs or secondary source of income also from where I can pay, as YouTube is my secondary income source. So
let me be more specific in my question. The conventional cryptocurrencies might not be that lucrative. Let's say Bitcoin in that case. Would you agree with that?
Lucrative in sense?
I'm saying probably more conventional cryptocurrencies, mining those is probably not that lucrative. Let's say Bitcoin.
Bitcoin, yes, it consumes more electricity than Ethereum. So yes, for a normal starting miner, it couldn't be hard for a normal miner to start mining with ASIC machines, which is Bitcoin.
Mr. Khurana, then now there's also conversation about alternatives for energy efficient mining. Are you seeing any projects that you are excited about?
So I must tell you that this entire question of energy, while it is, of course, we should all be responsible. There's no doubt about it. True. But I must tell you that what is Bitcoin mining, as an example, substituting for? So for example, if Bitcoin mining is substituting for partially substituting for some other money transfer mechanism, such as bank transfer, where is the audit for how much energy banks are consuming? That never happens because what exists, we never evaluate. What new comes in, we want to critically evaluate. Despite that, I believe that it pains me when I hear about the amount of mining electricity that goes into Bitcoin alone. The problem is that when something becomes very big, such as Bitcoin or Ethereum, if you come up with energy efficient solutions which are not reliant on renewable energy, they could actually affect the safety of the token itself. So for example, things which are easier to mine might be easier to hack also. So the solution is better sources of electricity.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. With that, we've come to an end of this segment.